My name is Quiroz. I lived in historic Pullman on the south side of Chicago my entire life. We're standing behind U.S. Bank. Used to be the Pullman Bank. They're building here the Walmart on the same property of the old Pullman-Standard building. I started working for Pullman-Standard Company as a joiner when I was only 23 years old in August of 1959. The Pullman Palace Car Company was founded in the late 1800s by George M. Pullman.
All aboard!
Pullman invented elegant railroad cars for passengers looking to travel across the country in style. Pullman purchased the Standard Steel Company in 1929 and formed the Pullman-Standard Company. My family came to Pullman in 1928, and I began working for the company in 1959. I was a member of the Steelworkers Union Local 1834 District 31. My job at the plant was to install train windows, seats, wall paneling, and doors, amongst other things. The work was hard and the hours were long, but I was good at my job, and I made a lot of great friends and began to love everything about trains. But it wasn't always easy. We struck for 6 months in 1977, and I finally got laid off in 1981 after the plant closed. In 1992, Morris and Knudsen got a contract to refurbish the Illinois Central Metro cars at 103rd and Cottage Grove, a couple of blocks north of the original Pullman plant. I was asked to come back to work and knew that this was my last opportunity to work with these wonderful machines and didn't hesitate for 1 minute. I worked there for another 5 years before finally retiring for the last time in 1997.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. Anyhow, so I'll pick up a lot of cheap tools and see what I can keep.
Over the years, I began a collection of railroad artifacts. I was working in Pullman-Standard in the late 70s. I noticed that the management was scrapping old Pullman artifacts that they no longer had use for and didn't understand their importance. But I understood their importance. Being a third generation through marriage building railroad cars, I slowly began to salvage the old pieces and began restoring each one of them. I even was asked to exhibit my collection every year during the historic Pullman House tour. A lot of times there's a freight train coming at the same time that we start to work, and it would block the traffic. So we would hop the freight train, and we'd go all the way down to building 100 and get off there.
You would just jump on and then jump off?
Yeah, jump off.
Huh. Well, that sounds dangerous.
Well, that's what we did. Even though it's been over 50 years since I began working on Pullman cars, it's looking good for the old brand. The Pullman Company has been reborn and will be restoring old Pullman cars to travel around the country. My son Nino even got a chance to meet the folks in charge of the new Pullman Car Company and ride on a newly restored Pullman car from New York City to Albany, New York.
I'm David Duncan, General Manager of the Pullman Sleeping Car Company, and we're in the business of operating Pullman trains. This is a Pullman Sleeping Car Company train. We're on the back of an Amtrak train. going from ultimately from New York to Chicago. This leg of the trip is from New York to Albany. We're essentially recreating the Pullman experience brought into modern standards. All of our cars are equipped with all of the most modern standards, 110 mile an hour operation, but we're restoring the interior so they're historically, authentically correct. So you can come and relive the experience of Pullman travel from its heyday. Oh, getting to play with Pullman cars all the time. It's a wonderful thing. And that's my fascination with trains, so it's like a dream come true.
I've got a lot of good memories of Pullman-Standard that I'll never forget.